Hey guys, what's going on? Jay Will here again at Veteran Nerd Review. Finally giving you guys another Marvel Legends review on the Marvel Legends Retro Card Ghost Rider figure. Got a lot of fuss about this guy coming out. I was super excited to get him. I already have the Ghost Rider with the motorcycle from back in the day, but this guy is a nice little update as far as color scheme and a slight mold difference. I'll point out to you guys in a little bit. But before we get started, guys, go ahead and hit the subscribe button for me, okay? So you guys can stay updated as far as some raffles I got getting ready to come out. I got some figures for you guys, and you guys, if you stay updated and everything, you have a chance to win some pretty cool items. I have a Legacy Metroplex, VHS Cyclops, another several different figures, guys. I'm getting ready to add into the raffle for you guys. So go ahead and subscribe so that way you guys stay updated and everything on what I got going for you guys. All right, so as per usual, let's go ahead and take him off his stand here. Get it out the way. Slide him back. I'll take a quick look at the packaging, and then we'll take a closer look at the figure and do some comparisons. And for the packaging here, we have a pretty decent looking retro card here. But this one's a little bit different from the previous ones. He's more centered and aligned or whatever. Got some nice looking artwork right there at the top. Very reminiscent of the old school Ghost Rider packaging from back in the day. Got some artwork back there on the back. Got a little bit of a read up. If you guys want to read it, go ahead and pause it now. And then you have kind of a instruction manual kind of deal right here in the top corner as far as accessories and what you can do with them. So that's pretty cool for you guys out there that don't know how to peg and unpeg your hands and your extra heads for your figures. Hasbro's letting you guys know how to do it. So very nice of them. But other than that, pretty cool looking packaging. Pretty cool looking packaging. Not gonna lie, I may want to cut that back out just to get like the flame effect for, like, you know, maybe a phoenix or, like, you know, figure bursting out of a room full of flames or something like that. I don't know, maybe. But yeah. Let's bring this guy a little bit closer so we can get a look at him. Nothing I don't think we haven't seen before. This is the body that they used for the AIM soldiers for a while back in the day. And then, of course, let's go ahead and bring in the previous version right here. That came with the motorcycle. A few obvious differences, of course, the color scheme, the kind of like a darkish black, bluish color with the blue outline going all the way around. And this guy, the new guy, has like just black and gray for the most part going all the way through. And one thing I wanted to point out for you guys as far as the sculpting that I mentioned earlier, my older one came with like a mean overbite, and this one, they kind of lined his teeth up a little bit better. So you guys can see it. Yeah, so just a very slight improvement, but improvement nonetheless. I don't know if they're all made like that with the overbite deal going on, but yeah, nice to be able to have that small adjustment that was bugging me for a while. But yeah, overall, definitely the same sculpt throughout. Utilizes a lot of the same pieces, except the new one, of course, has the chain wrapped around his chest right there, a little soft plastic chain. And yeah, pretty much everything is exactly the same, except for, of course, the accessories. I'll get into that in a little bit. Let's go ahead and put this guy off to the side. Of course, guys, since you know, obviously, that this guy and this guy are the same sculpt, he does go very well with the motorcycle that the older one came with as well. So, only difference or difficulty you may have with it being that he has the blue stripe right there on the side that goes with the older one. But to alleviate that, these pieces, of course, that come off of the motorcycle, like this piece and the flame effects, they can go with the black motorcycle that came with the Punisher. So yeah, you have that option. You can swap those over, and have a display with a well, really with two Ghost Rider figures if you want to do it like that. And just for comparisons, let's go ahead and bring in some of his Midnight Sun buddies. Have the Marvel Legends Red Hulk right there. Have the Marvel Legends Swamp Thing Build-A-Figure Blade. Oh, Ghost Rider out of the way a little bit. You have the of course, Punisher that came with the motorcycle I just showed you guys. And I haven't picked out which Wolverine or which Deadpool I want to use for these guys yet. I think right now I currently only have maybe one or two Deadpools. I have the older one that came up from Toys Biz back in the day, and of course I have the newer one that came out in a later Build-A-Figure wave. But yeah, they not a bad lineup right there as far as the Midnight Sun goes. Pretty much the Dark Avengers, or not dark per se, because Dark Avengers is their own thing, but these guys definitely like a more get the job done in a more brutal fashion kind of way. Avengers. Go ahead and bring these guys out. And as far as accessories, this Ghost Rider comes with an alternate head sculpt of Johnny Blaze as he's changing into the Ghost Rider, of course, with his eyes lit up right there and the flame coming off of his hair and everything. So nice to finally have that kind of like a not necessarily a powered down face, because obviously he's powering up, he's in transition right now, but nice to have a Johnny Blaze face sculpt to go with the figure. He comes with two flame effect deals they can use to wrap around his hands. I do believe we've seen these type of effects before with the Scarlet Witch figures back in the day. They're just colored differently now, as opposed to red. They're kind of like an orange, translucent orange color with for like a flame effect. Comes with his gloved hands as well. I currently have his alternate hands that are bony and flamed up, equipped right now. But yeah, and he comes with, of course, with this whip chain that we saw, of course, with the previous Ghost Rider figure. And that's in the way of accessories, but overall not a bad looking figure at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop out one hand so we can have a alternate hand so we can see as far as our posability goes here. And we can get down to brass taxes. His head moves up that far, hindered slightly because of the flames on the back of his neck and the back of his head. Side to side movement, of course. Try to give the focus for you guys. Good range of head tilt right there, so you can express a little bit of emotion. His jaw is articulated, of course, as you guys probably already know. Goes all the way down that far and back up, and of course they fixed the overbite issue that I mentioned before just a minute ago. Shoulders move out that far. Move all the way around. Bicep swivel. Double jointed elbow. And wrist swivel as well. But due to the flame effect, of course, coming off his hand is hindered from going backwards that very far. But it does go down. On the opposite hand, with the gloved hand, the hand does go up. About that far. Goes back down. Of course, swivel. And then, of course, he has a torso crunch. Allows him to crunch back that far. Crunches forward that far. So, pretty good range right there. Waist cut below that. Legs kick out not very far, but I figured just about enough to go on the motorcycle, which is all you really need. Kick to the front that far. Kicks backward that much. Upper thigh cut. Double jointed knees. They bend in very far. I love when they can do that. No boot cut. Ankle pivot, as well as up and down motion. So does get a good little range for him to be able to stand with. And yeah, overall, not a bad figure. Definitely a nice little color upgrade as opposed to the original. But definitely something I feel like is worth the pickup for about 27 bucks. Not a bad bargain right there. Of course, we all know Hasbro is spiking the prices of everything just in general. But for 27 bucks, I feel like this wasn't too bad. And of course, I do love the addition of the little plastic chain right there around his chest. And I'm kind of bummed out about the Robbie Reyes Hell Engine of Vengeance that did not get funded. Because, you know, Hasbro, of course, is trying to jip us, I guess, kind of, with the price being a little bit too high. But we have, like, third parties getting ready to do their own hill chargers and everything. So I feel like, you know, there's a bit of redemption on the horizon. But, yeah. So, guys, if you want to stay updated and stay in tune with everything I got going on and stay notified on the raffles program deal that I have getting ready in development right now. Go ahead and subscribe for me, and I will try to have it up and running. I just purchased from Amazon some raffle tickets, and I'm looking at a way of setting it up for you guys to where if you guys buy a ticket, write your name on the ticket, of course, and throw it in a cage for you guys and stir it up and pull out names. And the winners, of course, will get various figures that will be announced before the raffle starts. So yeah, go ahead and guys, tune in for that. And as always, I appreciate you guys stopping by. And I'll see you later, I guess. Take it easy.